He might be able to add to it. Here's Daniel Johnson.
Oh, brilliant.
Playing it off towards Whiteman! Goal! It's incredible! It's a brilliant goal from the Lillywhites, who are pulling clear now in the Lancashire Derby here at Ewood Park. A fine goal. And what a day this is turning out to be here in the snow. Listen to the scoreline. Blackburn Rovers 1, Preston North End 4.
So Hecky, we've got a trip to Blackburn Rovers coming up on Friday night. What does the preparation look for that game this week?
Yeah, been good. We've got almost a fully fit squad in terms of people on the grass, just Liam Lindsay missing. But Robbie and Potsy have done everything this week, so they're getting closer and closer, fitter and fitter, which is good. So it's just Dan the last little bit for him to get over the line, and then, like I said, Liam to get back with us. But I think, because Liam's not been out long, he'll be, when he is back involved, he'll be ready to go straight away. So, that respect, preparation's been good. Yeah, we're ready to go. Big game for us, big derby game. People say it all the time, but it's true. Forget league positions, forget form. Friday night, we've sold our allocation out. There'll be a big following. And yeah, Friday night game on the TV, so it'll be a good occasion, hopefully a good performance.
Does much change in terms of build-up when the game is on the Friday night and not on a Saturday?
No, it just has more knock-on effect either in your first few days of the week or then what next week looks like. Because obviously it has a knock-on effect for what the weekend looks like and the prep into Swansea. But because of the way the championship is, we generally just do make sure we have unaffected 2-day lead-ins minimum. So that's been the same regardless.
So Andy, we're into the final third of your first season here at Preston North End. How much have you enjoyed it so far?
Really, since I came here, you know, my family and I have been like really satisfied with everything, you know, so far. You know, they are enjoying it as well, and then really pleased, you know, with everything. Does
that make it so much easier for you as a player coming over when your family have settled in and they are really enjoying being over here too?
Of course, it makes it like easier for me because when my family is with me, like it's always like easier, you know, and then it's easier for you to perform when you are when you are with the kids every day, you know. It like, and then them being like massive support for me, you know, since the first day here, you know, because they knew it's not going to be easy for me, you know, especially in the beginning, new country, new environment, and then, but, you know, really happy how the things are going so far.
Right, he brings it up to the edge of the box, and Lewis Dobbin, with an immaculate flick, puts it past Selvig, and sends Preston North End into the lead. Dobbin for Lang looking to find a way through, Osmajic trying to sit him down! He's back with a goal!
Do you enjoy having that extra element to the game, like you talked about there, the Friday night under the lights? Do you enjoy having that extra occasion to the game?
I think obviously depending on the game. I think for me it adds to a derby, you know, it adds to that, a Friday night. Like I said, big following, so TV game. I think that always adds to the occasion of a derby, because certainly derbies are diluted to what they used to be in terms of how they're refereed, so what they actually look like as a product on the pitch, if you like. But so I think the more you can build the occasion, the better it is to be involved in.
When you were a player, were they the games that obviously you get up for every game, but did you find when you had a derby game coming up, you felt that little bit more excited, getting ready to go for them?
Yeah, maybe so, but I think it's more the atmosphere which derbies can generate. Like I said, so the fact it's a night game, the fact we've got a huge away following, TV under the lights, I think that hopefully generates something extra to the atmosphere, and that's always good to play in and be involved in. But ultimately, it's always then what happens on the pitch generally fuels that environment in the stands. So, like I said, hopefully it's a good performance and a good game.
When you look at our squad situation right now, it looks really strong, lots of options everywhere. Do you think that can be a massive factor for us going into this last bit of the season, that we have got so many options?
Yeah, spoke about with the players today. I expect it to, I want it to. We saw the impact from the bench at the weekend. We've got a few weeks now where we do have tight turnovers in games, which is important. My intention is to use the bench and regardless of the state of the game, with the squad, if the players, new players coming back, know the roles and want to have an impact. So regardless who starts, using that bench aggressively, winning or losing, means hopefully we can keep the intensity of the performance. So for me it's only a positive thing.
And does it feel like time's almost flown by? Can you believe that we're almost at the end nearly of the first season?
Yeah, it went like really, I'll say, quick, because I've been here for 6 months now, but really time flies.
And when you look at playing in English football, how has that been different to the other leagues you've played in before?
In terms of pace and intensity, it's comparing to other leagues I have played. It's a big difference,
Do you feel like right now, coming on to that, do you feel like you're playing really well right now? Because it seems like week in, week out, you're causing the opposition lots of problems, running down the wing. Do you feel like you're playing really well right now?
Well, especially after my injury, it wasn't easy to get back into the rhythm. I struggled a little bit, to get into the rhythm. But now, with every training session and every game, I feel like better and stronger.
And is it enjoyable playing with this group of lads? You've got players that you can connect with on the pitch that allow you to perform better.
Yeah, of course. With the players we have, everything it's easier on the pitch, because I think we've been performing really well the last couple of games, the last 3 games, and then we have shown the way we want to play till the end of the season. We still have like 14 games to go, and then we want to finish the season strong.
And when you look at the manager, how has he helped you develop your game here? How has he, differed from other managers you've worked with in the past?
I think I'm improved a lot since I came here, because the manager is obviously direct. He knows how his team wants to play, and then it's easier for every player to adapt.
And with our opponents on Friday, it's another new manager in the dugout. One, you probably know more about what they're going to try and set up. Like, what type of game are you expecting from Blackburn?
Well, I don't know. The last performance was, in terms of result, was very, very good. No, Michael, as you say, pretty well. Always either had some of his players in my squad, so spoke to him about that, or he's been a competitor in the same league. So, come across Michael a lot, spoke to Michael a lot. Blackburn have turned to someone with a hell of a lot of experience, who won't be overawed or distracted with the position they're in. He'll really focus and channel their energy into what's important. But they've shown in spells for me throughout the season. I must have missed a lot of games where they've been loose, or they've been punished, or they've been poor, or they've put in performances which they're not happy with, or the fans, because the majority of the games I've seen, I've always seen a dangerous side. I've always seen a side that plays with a lot of energy. And that's what I'm expecting from them tomorrow night.
And with the game at Ewood Park, a big following from the P&E away supporters, how important will they be cheering the lads on from the stands? Yeah,
good. Listen, I think the last time we played there, we started really well. We lost Jordan to a bad ankle injury then, which kept him out for a while, and we conceded just before half-time, which sort of knocked us on the back foot. Then we conceded, which was shown to not be a penalty. start the second half, and then we were really piling the pressure on, kicking towards our fans. So the power of that is remembered, and it's clear in my mind. So, like I said, we want to use that. We want to generate an atmosphere where our fans are noisy and they get behind our performance.
And has it also helped you to settle in the fact that you've got Millie here as well, and now Milos has come as well, and you all seem quite close as that little group? Has that helped you too?
Yes, of course. I've always said, like, when you have someone from your own country, it's always like helpful, you know, for everything you need, you know, because especially with Millie, he's been here for 2.5 years, so he knows the club, he knows the environment, he's really connected with the fans, so it's easier for me now because I'm here like for 6 months.
And next up, we've got a trip to Blackburn Rovers, a Lancashire Derby. It's a big one for the fans. How excited are you to play in that game?
Yeah, really excited, you know, about the next games, you know, because especially the derby, and I saw there will be a lot of our fans there, which is really good, you know, because with their support, everything is easier, you know, because they give you that extra energy, every time, and then even when the things are not going our way.
So is it a real boost when you're on the pitch as a player and you can hear a massive away following, especially when you are away from home and you need your away supporters? Is it a real boost when you can hear them there cheering you on?
Yeah, it means a lot, of course, because since the start of the season, you know, they've been like everywhere with us, you know. It's like always like at least like 2,000 to 3,000 people. So it means a lot, you know, especially in away games.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Right. Brilliant.
It was good. I'm taking classes, you know, so my English is a little bit better now, you know.